think sometimes in life, the biggest challenges end up being the best things that happen in your life. If you don't play to win, don't play at all. You can't go out and practice average on Wednesday, average on Thursday, okay on Friday, and then expect to play well on Sunday. When you lose, talk little. When you win, talk less. That taught me how to work harder. I learned all about mental toughness on the practice field. If things weren't working out for me in high school, in college, early in my pro career, my solution was always to work harder and internalize. That way, whenever I got an opportunity, I was always prepared. See, there are a lot of guys who are all talk. They say they want to work harder and be the best, but they never pay the price. I love paying the price. I don't care about 3 years ago. I don't care about 2 years ago. I don't care about last year. The only thing I care about is this week. I like to have fun all the time, even if I'm working. Everyone is dealing with something. This is life. This is not just a piece of cake. Sometimes, some of the toughest things you deal with end up being the best things because you realize the people that you can rely on, that love you and support you through it. Too often in life, something happens and we blame other people for us not being happy or satisfied or fulfilled. So the point is, we all have choices, and we make the choice to accept people or situations, or to not accept situations. You put all the other stuff aside and go out and do your job, and mine is to be the best I can be for my teammates. I would never do anything outside of the rules of play. The true competitors, though, are the ones who always play to win. I knew I became a professional when I stopped paying attention to what time it was. A lot of times, I find that people who are blessed with the most talent don't ever develop that attitude, and the ones who aren't blessed in that way are the most competitive and have the biggest heart. I have no knowledge of anything. I can't do anything with what's happened in the past. I have to just go forward with the most awareness I can going forward and trying to be the best I can be for our team. To me, football is so much about mental toughness. It's digging deep. It's doing whatever you need to do to help a team win, and that comes in a lot of shapes and forms. Certainly, I accept my role and responsibility as a public figure, and a lot of it you take the good with the bad, dealing with different adversities in life. You just try to do the best you can do. I could talk food all day. I love good food. My sisters like cooking at my place. It has a bit more room, and the food tastes a little bit better. A big pot of spaghetti and sauce. Some warm French bread works all the time. I think I've been eating pasta for 26 years. I don't want to wake up and be bored. That's probably my greatest fear, is to have nothing to do. What better job is there than to play quarterback for an NFL team? And certainly one that I've been on for a long time and had success with. I don't plan on giving it up anytime soon. Football is unconditional love. Man, wear your seatbelts. That's all I can tell everybody. You never know. On the field, you come into sync with your teammates and coaches. and together you achieve something that you could never do on your own. I'm not a person who defends myself very often. I kind of let my actions speak for me. I think it's a feeling like I've got it all figured out. There's nothing that can shock me anymore. There's nothing I haven't anticipated. So at that point, there is a calmness. It's never come easy for me. I don't think my mind allows me to rest ever. I have, I think, a chip on my shoulder and some deep scars that I don't think were healed. If I have something to say, I want it to be meaningful. Why do I have 3 Super Bowl rings and still think there's something greater out there for me? I mean, maybe a lot of people would say, "Hey man, this is what is." I reached my goal, my dream, my life. I think, God, it's got to be more than this. I mean, this can't be what it's all cracked up to be. I love playing football, and I love being quarterback for this team. But at the same time, I think there are a lot of other parts about me that I'm trying to find. I think you can just go out and try to be the best you can be, deal with people with respect, with honesty, with integrity, have a high moral standard. I've always really tried to exemplify that as an athlete. I'll continue to try to do that. I'm not squeezing the balls. That's not part of my process. As athletes, we think we're heroes, but when you witness firsthand what I saw yesterday, you realize who the real heroes are. There's a lot of people who don't like Tom Brady, and I'm okay with that. I don't think there's a lot of carryover from year to year. I don't think anybody cares what you did the year before. A guy like Malcolm, who makes that type of quick, instinctive plays, that's one of his strong suits. I don't think it surprised any of us players, because that's what his skill set is. My job is to evaluate the field, pick the guy that I think is most open, and make a good throw. If you waste your time and energy on things that don't matter in the outcome of the game, then when you get to the game, you're not going to give your teammates the best that you have to offer. We all have experiences in our lives that change us, and we all learn from people, like my dad, but at the end of the day, it's only us, and we're only responsible to make ourselves happy. I've always been privileged to play for Coach Belichick, who I've always said is the best coach in the history of the league. Everyone is dealing with something. This is life. This is not just a piece of cake. You expect that when your teammates are doing their jobs, so you got to compartmentalize and do your job. To me, if you're trying to impress a girl, get a date, they're gonna like that more because you're a confident guy. That's what it comes down to. Every quarterback can throw a ball. Every running back can run. Every receiver is fast. But that mental toughness that you talk about translates into competitiveness. I don't know what I believe. I think there's a belief system. I'm just not sure what it is.